Hello guys, it is Grace. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video I'm actually really excited to film because I have bought a pair. I'm going to be unboxing my first ever Chanel purchase for you guys. My first ever Chanel pair of shoes. Well, my first ever Chanel purchase actually. And I've had my eye on these shoes for quite a long time, but for some reason everyone disapproves of them, but that's not the point. I'm going to firstly talk about the fact that I actually got them secondhand. If we go back to Christmas time, I was picking out my present. My mum and dad didn't really know what to get me, so they were going to put money towards a pair of like nice shoes for me. I wasn't sure what to pick, but I had my eye on a pair of trainers from Dior, which I actually ended up getting, or these, which are Chanel pumps, and for some reason no one approves of my love of the Chanel pumps. Like, everyone I talk to is like, Chanel pumps, they look like old lady shoes. But for me, I just love them. Like, there's just something about them. I think they're, first of all, just so like classic and classy. Like, even though they're not in fashion now, they still look classy on. Like, they never look dated. And I'll probably have these until like I'm a grandma, because they're like perfect shoes for like a grandma. But I also just think they're so cute for like wearing with little tweed sets, and like even just with jeans. I make jeans look so much classier. I really like them. I've been obsessed with them for ages, and everyone didn't approve of them, so I was like, oh, I'll get the trainers because I know I'll get wear out of the trainers. And then one day I just found myself on Depop, because I actually am constantly selling my clothes on Depop, so I'm always looking on there for stuff as well. And I like to look at like the designer vintagey sort of shops they've got on there, because there's some sellers that literally will just sell like vintage designer stuff. And I came across a pair of Chanel flats and I was like, oh my god, these are like such a good bargain for what they are. And they were they were half a size smaller than me, and I was a bit like, oh, is that a bit risky? But then I remembered, like, most shoes I do wear are either a 4 or a 4.5, even though I buy like a 38 in a shop, which is really weird. They're a 4.5 and I normally do wear 5, so I risked it and got them because these shoes, just you wait for it, these shoes were £175, and normally Chanel pumps are about £550 I think, maybe even 600 depending on the material I think, which is just like an insane like bargain. And they weren't even in that bad condition from what I saw on Depop. Now obviously this was a risk, this was a huge risk, and I thought, do you know what, even if they arrive and the shoes are fake, I can make a video about it anyway. So I just went ahead and ordered them, and they came, and I've worn them once, and let me assure you, they are real. I made sure I double checked. The girl didn't actually have the receipt, but she just explained to me that she'd bought them, I think she'd lost the receipt, and she just didn't really get the wear out of them. And I'd seen on her page that she'd had reviews. It wasn't like she was scamming people. You have got to be very careful of scams, because people do put stuff, this is really bad, but what people do is they put stuff on there and you never get sent it. They just take your money away, which is so scary. So make sure when you're buying stuff, make sure maybe they've sold other designer stuff and someone's left a review of that designer purchase being made, or maybe just like they've sold other bits on there. And yeah, just make sure that you're not being scammed, because it is quite worrying. White and black, which was the colour that I just loved as well, and I was so close to buying these new, and I'm so glad I didn't now, because I've got such a discount on them. And I just wanted to show you guys that like I'll probably be buying more secondhand designer, just because first of all it's so much cheaper, and really all you're paying for when you buy something brand new is the experience of going up there and buying it. And if that's something that doesn't really bother you, then you might as well get the item for cheaper, like secondhand. What they look like, there are a few scuffs on them, so like as you can see here, you probably can't see it on the camera, like when you're walking around in them you will not see any scuffs, but because they're white there are a few little marks. And to be honest with you, they look like they've, my phone needs to shut up. So there are a few marks on them, which I think if I took these to a shoe cleaner they could get them off, but it doesn't really bother me. They're not that bad at all, and considering they're white I think they're in really good condition. They fit me perfectly as well, which I was so worried about. I was so worried that I'd get them and wouldn't even be able to get my foot in them. But yeah, there is a scuff, like a sort of scratch on the front bit, but I literally got these for £175. For me, that is like a Zara order, so I really don't mind like spending that on them. It came with the Chanel ribbon as well, which I really like that she sent that to me actually, because I feel like it's part of the Chanel purchase that you get the ribbon. And I think this would look really cute like during summer, like I could tie it around my hair in a little ponytail or something, or even just use it as a decoration in my room. I've always wanted like some Chanel ribbon, don't ask why, but just have always wanted it. And came with the dust bags, so little dust bags to keep them safe. I'm just so excited to wear these like over springtime, like with jeans. I just think they'll look so cute. Holiday little jeans, like I love them, like I love them. And you know what, I get so much hate, like all of my college friends are like pumped. I get so much hate for them. This is the other one, so yeah, on the other one they're a bit less marked up. Actually there's a bit of a scratch here, and there's like a bit of a scratch here as well, but other than that, like they're in such good condition. I almost felt a bit bad only paying her £175 for them, because they've hardly been worn and they're in like perfect condition. I always get questions on like, oh, how do you afford designer and everything, and I only really make like one designer shoe purchase a year and one designer bag purchase a year. If you're thinking of buying like a pair of shoes, look it up on Depop, Vestiaire Collective, Vestiaire, I don't even know. They do secondhand designer as well, so if you are thinking about buying like a bag or something, or a pair of shoes, go on there and they might have a secondhand pair for you. And I think this is just such a like affordable way. Like just look on Depop, there's so many people selling them. I've actually got my eye on a pair of trainers on there now. You watch, I'm going to be addicted. All my clothes are going to be like secondhand Depop stuff, but I love Depop. I was really nervous to buy these. I was scared that I'd be scammed, and I was scared that I'd get them and they'd like just not fit me. But yeah, we've made it out alive. Love them. Hope you all enjoyed this video. Give it a big thumbs up if you did. Subscribe, let me know what videos you want to see, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye. Mwah.